It definitely doesn't feel like a superhero movie, or well, none of them really do, except for maybe Unbreakable a little bit. I mean, there's like it's more like references to superhero movies than they are superhero movies. It's like a different kind of superhero movie. It's
What can be said for that? What is the appeal of that? The telling a superhero story in a from a very different beginning point, from a
well,
very
I
different
think
lens.
I mean I don't know enough about comics to say anything with authority, but from my perspective, seeing the origin of comics from way far away, I mean Superman, he's a hero. He's the all-American superhero. He will come in and save the day. He's basically like a Christ replacement, somewhat, but more personalized to your local area or at
Yeah,
least your planet. Not that he was from there or
yeah,
anything, but it's just very standard. Like we're going to put as a society all of our hopes and fears upon you, and you'll save us. You're a superhero, and that
yeah.
and superhero films have gotten no further than that. And then the guy that wants to stop them, really, that's about it as far as the films. I know the comics get more into the nitty-gritty of the details of the protagonist's life when they start following the superhero and see what's going wrong with him and stuff like that. But the fact that Unbreakable, Split, and Glass are more about the psychology, and they're the psychological factors that affect all human beings, normal human beings. And the only thing that makes these people super at all is that they just have the exact same things but turned up to like 11 out of 10 or 12 out of 10. They're just a little bit higher.
The Beast might be a
But
different story, but yeah, okay.
right. Oh yeah, he could be supernatural or something, but
Well, I just mean not everybody has 23 personalities swimming around. We can
okay,
talk
yeah.
about that because actually I think that's interesting
What
too. But
it's yeah, but it's like it's a superhero story that would lead the audience to like look in themselves and see where they can strive to get themselves from 10 to 11 or something. It's not like come and save me. It's like looking at what is in you that is or is not superhero-ish or villainous, based on your personality, and see what that effect is in the world, because you see how it affects those characters. Um, yeah, that's what's interesting about it to me, as far as why, and that makes it. I mean, that's so much more interesting of a movie to me than any Marvel movie I've seen,
But it,
because
well, it's a very different animal. I mean that there's
yeah,
a film like that that's meant to make you reflect on your impact, society wide, or your maybe what makes you unique, what gives you purpose. I mean, think the purpose is an important part of the whole series, the whole trilogy. But a
right,
superhero
yes,
film also has its own merit. It is tapping into a tradition that is tens of thousands of years old and just putting it
sure,
into a different form to there are some core elements that exist in every
right,
single good superhero film, classic superhero film, that the reason that they make billions of dollars is because
right.
they are taking those core elements, and yes, they are stripped down and they're simple and they don't make you deeply reflect on yourself, but they're resonating with certain things that are sort of like food for, if there's a
Well,
human
yeah,
soul that's
sure,
food for the human soul, you need to identify with those kinds of stories occasionally. And if there isn't that identification, it's sort of like there's a cultural desert
right.
when there's
Well,
no
yeah, it just
story to
depends
look
on what
at.
you're interested in.
Yeah.
For me, and particularly, I would say the fact that the superhero movie has been done so many times the same way so many times. Yeah, it's great that that exists, but isn't it nice that there's like this person over here doing
Right. Yeah.
something different?
No argument there. I'm not
Right.
saying the having hundreds of them is very important. I'm just saying that that is a,
It's just
a
cool. I
universal.
wish
Yeah.
that there were 10 M Night Shyamalan type characters all doing things like that.
Right. That would be cool.
Not that they would do them M Night Shyamalan style, but I wish that there were more superhero movies in that vein, because it seems, I guess maybe who's the guy that did the movie with Rainn Wilson before he did, who were the colorful Avengers from space, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that directed that movie, he made a very low budget superhero movie about with
James
Rainn
Gunn.
Wilson. Yeah, that's the guy.
Is it James Gunn?
Super. Is it called Super? Maybe.
Didn't see it.
I haven't even seen it, but I think it's along those lines, exploring.
You heard that you like it.
I heard that it's like what I'm talking about. All right.
Someone told me it's my favorite movie.
Yeah. I don't think I'd like it, but I like that he made it. That's what I'm saying. I wish there were more superhero movies like that, and
James
they
Gunn,
didn't just all. Yeah.
I
get Marvel's
agree.
doing what they are doing as good as anybody could, I guess, but just always the same thing.
Yeah.
Makes me sleepy.
Yeah, that's true. Although, I don't think it's so repetitive that the movies aren't worth watching because they are entertaining. I mean, in the sense that they don't make you deeply reflect on your life in the way that a movie like The Fountain might or something, or maybe one of these would.
That's true because we need
different
different kinds
goal.
of entertainment in our diet. You can't always have, like, even my favorite movies, I watch them maybe less than some types of entertainment I would consider disposable. But,
right.
I mean, that's easier to digest. The disposable entertainment. It's like fast food.
Yeah, I mean,
it's.
I watched a Screen Rant video today. That's stooping low.
That's bad for you.
Yeah. I had a pain
smoking.
Pain in my liver after I did that. I had to do a bile dump.